What's going on, guys? It's Justin here with Summit Racing, and we have Zach from Dana Spicer here today to talk all about all sorts of cool Bronco parts. Now, Dana is a very synonymous name in the world of automobiles and drivetrain. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Dana's been a driveline supplier since 1904. We make driveline parts literally for everyone. We were on the original Bronco in 1966. Now we have some really cool parts for the Gen 6 Bronco.
So let's get right into that and talk about this massive Dana 60 here.
Sure. Let's start in the rear with the ultimate Dana 60 semi-float rear axle. Like all of the other Dana 60 axles that we make, it is a bolt-in, plug-in replacement for your Gen 6 Bronco. What we mean by that is all of the suspension points are exactly where they are, will mount up to your current suspension, whether it's a lift or a stock suspension. Plug-in means all of the ABS sensors will plug directly into this axle. So your traction control, your ABS, all of those things will work exactly the way the factory intended. And if you have a locking differential in the rear of your Bronco, you plug your switch right into that and it runs off the vehicle architecture. So let's talk a little bit about what a semi-float Dana 60 means. Semi-float means that the tire bolts to the axle shaft. It's not a full floating hub. We have a super wide dual row tapered roller bearing as a wheel bearing. We have the caliper mount built into the wheel. We have upgraded and significantly thicker axle brackets. It comes with a new track bar from Steer Smarts to get around the larger cover. It's got a nodular iron diff cover, 35 spline chromoly axle shafts, your choice of an Eaton Electric or ARB locking differential.
Man, that is really slick, and it's cool that this whole thing is truly bolt in, plug and play. There's no weird sourcing parts or trying to find different stuff. Like, you could do this in your driveway in just a couple of hours if you're really getting after it.
Yeah, if you can install a lift kit, you can install one of these axles.
And then plus you get that big giant 1-ton fun parts on the inside. The 44 stuff is really strong and stout, but this is for the next step of, you know, off-road awesomeness.
Yeah, if you want to have big tires and big fun, it's time for Dana 60.
Now, to match this, you guys have a cool front differential as well. Can we talk about that?
Sure. We have what we call the ultimate Dana 44 front drive unit. All of the Broncos have either a Model 190, which we call the Dana 35 Advantech, or a Model 210, the Dana 44 Advantech front axle from the factory. What we've done for the ultimate Dana 44 front drive unit for the Bronco is we've made a new cast iron housing, because in order to fit deeper gears into this housing, we needed to create more space. It's very hard to tell unless you have them side by side, but in order to run 488, 513, 538 gears in this front drive unit, we needed to recast this entire carrier side. So cast iron carrier, cast iron cover, and a cast iron tube with what we call a flip bracket. The flip bracket in this position lets you mount it directly into a Bronco, a Gen 6 Bronco. If you flip it the other way, you can mount it in the current production Ranger. So some of the other upgraded features is we have the 32 spline differential, electric locking differential, right out of the Ford Raptor. And when you use that 32 spline differential, you also get to use our Spicer Extreme half shafts, which are significantly larger in diameter, stronger, and allow more angle off-road.
So you guys have a complete drivetrain for the Bronco from essentially the transfer case back, so I don't have to worry about weird drive shafts or anything like that?
Right, the only other part you'd need that's not shown here is the drive shaft for the Ultimate Dana 60, because it doesn't use your stock drive shaft. We have one for the 2-door and the 4-door, again, bolt-in.
Now, this stuff is all available right now at Summit Racing, correct, Zach?
It is, it's on the shelf and ready to ship to you.
So if you guys are interested in upgrading your Gen 6 Bronco to some of these beefy parts, or even your Ford Ranger, this stuff is all available now. So head over to the Summit Racing website or call into our customer service line to get some Dana parts heading your way. Thank you so much for joining us today, Zach, and I had a lot of fun learning all about this stuff.
Hey, thanks for having me, Justin.
Yeah. So until next time, guys, I'm Justin with Summit Racing. We have Zach here, and we'll see you guys later.